The iLLANOiZE app is available now on Apple and Google Play Store. Download the app, get the latest news, stream our podcasts, watch interviews, and listen to iLLANOiZE Radio live. Download the app right now. You're tuned in to iLLANOiZE Radio, Chicago's most valuable online radio show. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're checking our podcast out, if you haven't subscribed to our podcast, head over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, we're there. Hit that subscribe button or follow us. And at this time, you know what we like to do. We bring you some of the illest guests from around the city and globe. And today we got the homie Flex in the building.
What's up? What's the word?
Oh, I miss doing the clap.
Yo.
It's a guest clap. You only clap when
we only clap
we don't clap for each other.
Yeah, no. I don't like them like that.
Right.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it was different earlier.
Be careful with that drink, Flex.
Oh, yeah. Big
You
up.
drink it too fast. Shout out to Coco's Potion.
Yes.
Coco's.
She got us. She got me right.
Okay.
I'm scared of them Jello shots.
Man, well, that's next, my brother. Now, speaking of next, how have you been doing, Flex?
I've been good, man. I've been straight blessed. Can't complain.
It's what we.
I ain't been up here in a minute.
Yeah,
It's been a long time.
It has been a while.
Yeah, I've been straight though, man. Maintaining, trying to adjust to these
How is it?
new conditions.
How is it going through
circumstances.
these conditions? How is it going
Yeah,
through
for you,
these conditions?
As a person or artist?
Both.
Period. It's just weird. The artist thing is straight because when I create, I'm in those anyway. I don't really be doing a whole lot of extracurricular anyway, but it's affecting me more as just on a normal level.
So
It's just strange. It's just strange readjusting to. I don't know. It's just something. This
You
is
can't
just
pull
something.
up and pop out and shit.
You just. It's odd going through this because we never seen nothing like it before. I guess this has happened, but just not in like our lifetime. I don't know. When was the last one? Like when did this happen? This happened before.
I mean,
some years ago.
I mean, Ebola, but Ebola wasn't like this.
Ebola
They didn't shut the country down for Ebola.
And they only had a couple cases.
I didn't even know this was. I didn't know it. I never heard the word quarantine before prior to this going on. I never even heard that before. I didn't know nothing about this.
So, like, you said it's taking a toll on your personal life. What aspect is it taking a toll on the most?
Just my biggest problem is trying to manage the boredom. You know what I'm saying? Just being locked down and not having the freedom to do as you please, when you please. You know, same thing. Same as y'all. The same stuff y'all getting annoyed and frustrated with. It's the same for me. It's just strange. That's all.
Have you made hella trips to the liquor store over this quarantine?
Yeah, I've been drinking more than I should. For sure. I got to chill on the liquor.
Yo, me too.
I think we all been taking trips to the liquor store. Like,
I'd be like, what time is it? Oh, shit, it's 8 o'clock. I got one more hour.
Close. Remember they was acting like they was going to close the liquor store?
Yeah, I thought they was.
Is that restriction real?
The 9 o'clock.
that 9 o'clock.
That 9 o'clock is real.
Especially out here, they close at like 8.
Oh, yeah.
I live in the suburbs, though. Is that Oakland, the suburb, too? So
Yeah. Well,
They own it.
That's an Illinois thing, man.
It's like this.
Not a Chicago thing?
No, it is.
No, it's a Chicago thing, too.
It's like, I mean, have you been to the liquor
No,
store?
I bought some liquor yesterday after 9.
Really?
Oh,
well, I need to come to where you at then.
They breaking the rules.
Actually, I believe it was after 9.
Wait, actually, don't trick on them. Yeah, don't trick on them.
Right. We didn't say the name of the liquor store.
I'm telling y'all off air. We gonna
Yeah, don't trick on them.
Gonna bring y'all some business. Bring y'all some of them city bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I mean, it's been a while since we had you up here, man, and you dropped the project, which we ain't gonna get into too much just yet, but you dropped the project, and before the project, you was like quiet. You was real quiet. What was happening during that time of your hiatus?
I was preparing. I was getting that together. You know,
I
I put out a little freestyle. I put out the little baby, the Whoa little freestyle right before it dropped. Not right before, but like not too. You know, it wasn't that big of a gap, but. Just trying to, I don't know, I guess I ain't do a good job. I be trying to keep y'all entertained while I be working on the project. No, because he just said I was quiet, so I don't be trying to go quiet for too long. I didn't even realize I was quiet. But
I don't even know why we necessarily think that's I mean, I know what you're saying, but like,
I think in
general, like, it's not a bad thing when the artist like low key go quiet. I feel like that's how I know you up to some shit.
You know why I agree to that? Because number one, when you came back hard.
Yeah.
Like when Separation dropped, you know, think about it. It dropped the same day Herb dropped PTSD. Now, thinking of that, did that take a toll on you at all? Did you feel any pressure? Like, damn, we got the same release date. Did you feel
my original release date was the 29th, was the day after that.
Okay.
But when Herb dropped his date, we moved to his date on purpose.
Why?
Break that down.
Oh.
For a couple of reasons. First of all, because we want to smoke. I ain't no pressure. I want to go head to head. Not to make it a competition thing, but you know how it go. Mm-hmm. And number two, it was too big of an opportunity like to pass up on. Like, just we had to capitalize on all of the tweets we was gonna get saying, "Ooh, Herb and Flex dropping the same day," blah blah blah, and it worked. It worked perfectly. That's literally what everybody said, and just used it to get to gain a little bit better traffic. We just moved it one day up. We ain't have to make no real adjustments for real. It just to make it more of a moment, you know what I'm saying, for the city. Heard from here too, so even if it was a baby drop that day too, but it wasn't the fact that two Chicago artists dropped that day was because that'd be cool to see anybody. If Dirk and Herb dropped the same day, I would be one of them people tweeting.
Facts.
I'd be tweeting right on Twitter with everybody else saying, "Ooh, I don't know what I'm gonna listen to first," so I just had to capitalize. It was a nice opportunity.
I definitely had to go through that because I definitely didn't know what I was going to listen to first.
Yeah.
Did you feel like it was effective? It
was definitely effective.
I feel like it went up on social media. Like your social media reaction was like, all right. Like I feel like all the marketing and stuff that led up to that point was like, it made everything make sense. Everything made sense once it. I can't even talk.
I just felt like the confidence of it was dope. You know what I mean? For you to have the confidence to even step up to that play, because most people would back down and be like, no, I ain't gonna put out on that date. I'm gonna wait till
they'll be
like
intimidated
a week.
by it.
They'll be intimidated by the traffic.
When it come to music, we'll go toe to toe with whoever. I wanted to do that. I wanted to make that statement.
Yeah,
that's the confidence that I had in the album.
And when it dropped, I'm not gonna lie to you, I listened to yours first. I popped on Separation. I'm like, you know what? The hype was built up. It was perfect the way y'all marketed it. Yep. As soon as it dropped, I instantly what I do? I hit you up. I say, hey, send us some tracks. Yep. But I definitely, as soon as it dropped, I checked yours out, added it to the phone. Yep. I was happy. I was excited for it, and to this day, I still am. So
I was shocked. But I was, how can I say it? I knew you, so I'm like, I know him, so I'm going to listen to him first. Right. But then the whole vibe of the project, it shocked me.
Yo.
I was shocked. Like, it threw me like it was a dope project, but it was like, you guarding somebody hooping, and you think they going to go right, but they go left.
You went left.
And you fucked me up with your left.
Hey, you broke his ankles.
You broke me. I'm in the go, from the intro to that.
I feel like when I heard the Jay-Z sample on the first song, I said, "Oh, they own some shit." I knew. I already knew.
When the Hove come in, you gotta be like, "Oh, he finna
be talking
some talk."
He finna be talking.
But I wasn't expecting it. Like every track, it was like
it's a vibe.
I feel like for somebody, I don't know if y'all, you in my rotation like often, like for that, and I feel like to this day, what the album been out for what? Over a month now, almost a month and a half.
We creeping up, about a month and a half. We creeping up on 2.
I don't know what my favorite song is yet.
I swear to God,
I can't. It's like every time I listen to it, something hit different.
It depends how you feeling that day.
Yeah, that day. Like, I
think that's not to cut you off, I'm sorry. But that's my favorite part about the project is that it's really not no standout. Mm-hmm. It ain't no one standout song. You can have your favorite, of course. But it ain't no standout song.
I feel like as the album went on, it just kept getting better and better. And then it was like a plateau. Yeah. I think that's what it is. Yeah, like you hit that peak, and it just stayed there. Yeah. I don't know. Like that shit was wrong.
Now, one thing I would say about it is, like Jones said, you went left.
Sure.
And what made you take this route? Like the pure hip hop route. You had, if I'm not mistaken, did Go Hayes exactly produce the entire project? Mm-hmm. You stuck with one producer, you know what I'm saying? Like
Juke Wong is on. He produced Thanks for Asking.
Okay.
And Go Hayes did the back half of that, but and Darian Jackson, my engineer, he got some co-production on that too. Okay. But for the most part, Go Hayes did 95%.
I was like,
that y'all knew that was
coming. Yeah. I mean, I knew it was coming, but I didn't think it was gonna come that way.
Yeah, Hayes made it simple, man. Hayes made that very easy.
That's wrong.
I fell in that mode, like rapper mode, you know what I'm saying? I decided we just played on my mama a second ago. I knew like once I started to feel the way I felt, once I caught the vibe, I was like, we gonna stay in this lane. I'm gonna make a rap album. I made a rap album intentionally. I didn't know what the content was gonna be like. I didn't know what I was gonna be saying, but I knew I wanted to rap. So once I made maybe like the first song, whichever one that was, maybe Thanks for Asking. I think Thanks for Asking was the first song I made off of the whole thing. I don't even know if I knew I was making an album back when I made Separation, but I know once I made the decision to make a rap album, I just hit Hayes and told him, like, this the type of time I'm on. So when you making the beats, you feel me, let's lean in this direction. And he made it easy.
Was the production you received from them, was it like the attack, the way you look at the track and went to the track, was that a challenge when you first got them, like when we was getting the production from Hayes and them?
It's just, man, you take them, you just got to relax, and the best way to ruin your project is to overdo it. So you should take it a track at a time, bro. Just try to make music from a relaxed state, just the effortless state, and just take it one track at a time and just do it like that and just build it brick by brick. That's all.
Because when I hear it, it's like,
I don't even like to attack it too strong. I just rap.
And when I listen to it, it's like, you as an artist and as a lyricist and as a writer, it was like you matured.
Yeah.
It was still the same flex, but the production just was like totally different.
Next level.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's all this is, man. Just a humongous step in the right direction. I just turned the new leaf. That's all.
Amen.
It makes it clear. Like your production sometimes, like I don't, like as an artist, I see artists with different productions, but now you can hear what you're saying. Like people can, it will really will listen to it. Versus not saying the lyrics on My Mama is hard, but if you put those lyrics on those beats you have on this joint, it'll be taken more seriously.
Yeah.
Hey, like I said, he went left. Yeah, he went left.
That's why I wasn't like, beautiful. Oh shit, like he in his bag.
And what we finna do is we finna jump into some music, give you some we gonna take it back to 2016, Hard to Be Humble, play some Basically. by Flex, and then we gonna come back right here on iLLANOiZE Radio, and we gonna chat more about Separation and more.
Yes, sir.
So keep it locked.
Make sure to check out the iLList playlist, in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist, as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Pretty Right, and you just tuned back into another super dope episode of iLLANOiZE Radio. If you are watching my beautiful face right now on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell, because you never want to miss a beat. And if you don't ever want to miss a beat with us, just download the iLLANOiZE app. We sitting here with my homie Flex. How you feeling, Flex?
I'm feeling good, man.
You like that Coco's potion? I had 2 of them already, so I'm a little lit.
Yeah, that's why I'm feeling good.
Hey, shout out to Coco's potion.
I'm on my Jello shot right now.
I just had a Jello shot, too.
She do the Jello shots, too, then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You want one?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yes, you do.
Not on duty.
I'm going to finish my little drink and call it one.
So before the break, we left off talking about Separation, and we talked about like how you went left. So like I think my favorite part of Separation was like lyrically. Like you've always, had it on the lyrical side, but I think like your message really changed. So what made you go that route and actually start giving, just like a more meaningful message? Like it's nothing wrong with the content that you've put out so far, but I think now you really start talking to the streets.
Yeah. Well, the best way I could put it is, as artists, as rappers or whatever, we gotta just be more. We gotta be not even a little bit. We gotta be a lot more careful with our influence and the way that we use. And that's the number one. I can speak for days on why I took the route that I took, but that's probably the best way to put it. We got to be a little more careful with our influence and what we telling these shorties, because they listening and they hear what you say and they say, oh, okay, cool, I'm gonna do that. Even if they don't open their mouth and say that, you know what I'm saying? Subconsciously, we letting them know what's cool and what's not cool. So I just wanted to, kids gonna be able to use Separation and be like, oh, okay, I don't have to. People will listen to me if I don't have to say dumb shit all day. I can say something. You know what I'm saying? Right. I can say what I can't cuss. I stop cuss.
Go ahead, do you, my brother?
Yeah, I ain't gonna do too much. It'll be an accident if I do. I still try not to. But yeah, I'm just trying to be a little more careful with my influence. That's all. I want the shorties to know that they can, they not nerdy, bro, for doing what's right. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing. We glorify nothing but the stuff that. The exact opposite, the very opposite of what we should be glorifying, and what's cool, you feel me, that we and what's bad for you, we glorify all of those things. So I just wanted to say what was right. That's who I am as that's who I've always been anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's just me at heart. So separation is just you getting the 100% full, authentic Flex, the new and improved, ready to embrace that side Flex.
Now, was there ever any hesitation in switching lanes like that? Because,
100%.
Some people, they never take the step in that direction because 100%. They don't want to lose their audience. So,
and I see why, man. It take nuts. Like, it definitely take nuts. I could have lost. I might have did lose a couple fans. Like, a couple niggas probably like, man, I don't
want to hear that. Yeah, I
see what I'm saying. If they, that's somebody who head fried. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, it should be because you don't like the music. But if anybody have a problem with that message, and they, I don't mind losing them as a follower because they tripping anyway.
Maybe their mindset ain't there yet. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. I had to get older. I used to ask me about Jay-Z when I was in like 6th, 7th grade. I would have been like, I don't listen to dude. I don't like dude. I had to get older to appreciate Jay-Z. So maybe it'll be like that. But it was definitely, to answer your question, it was 100%. That was not a tough decision to make because I knew it had to be done. I had to do it. It was going, the truth was going to prevail eventually. But it was I knew it was a risky move going in that direction and speaking in that light, but I knew I had confirmation before I even started to make the album that I was the man for the job. You feel me?
Amen.
This from God, bro. To be all the way
honest. Amen, because that's the only confirmation you need. Okay.
As the title, I like the title, separate. But what's 3 to 5 things that separate you from
3 to 5?
That's a lot, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Damn.
But separate you from other artists and other entertainers.
First and foremost, I'm comfortable, man. I'm comfortable with who I am. A lot of people in character through they use their artistry as like a I don't know. They try to
like a shield of protection.
I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna rap in this way because this is what people want to hear, and they gonna respect me for that. They gonna play me and listen to me. I'm gonna get spins because of that. Right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really like this.
An actor.
I don't want to hurt nobody, but I'm going to rap about shooting niggas because that's what, you know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, that's what separates me because, I got the ability to say what's right, to say the right things in my music, and I'm able to be myself and not have to worry about the same things that other rappers is worried about. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. If you don't like the message of separation, that's fine with me. And all artists need that. Artists need to care a little bit less. Obviously, it's our job to get the approval of people. Because if nobody like the music but you, then you know what I'm saying, you can't get nowhere. But
at all.
But just care a little less though. You know what I'm saying? People need to be more willing to be who they are at heart. You know what I'm saying? And not so much, man, what do they want to hear, what they want to hear. So
that's cool. You answered it.
I think one good one.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
he talking about 3 to 5. Like, what is this, an essay? He wanted you to give us some 5-page paper.
I was about to say, because as far as production, you separated yourself from a lot of artists, and lyrically, you separated yourself from a lot of artists. Yeah. And it just seems like with that project,
I see exactly why you asked that though, because it do seem like you can't figure out exactly why it's called separation. You can't figure out one reason.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. What does separation mean to you?
Can I remix the question and answer why I named it that? Another reason, the direction is different, right? I'm also separating myself by it's a rap album. And turn on the radio right now.
It's a real rap album. Yeah,
go listen to the radio, get in the car and turn on any radio station. All the ones we love too, and not no bad ones. We're talking Power 92 and GCI and all that. You gonna hear trap drums. You gonna hear, hear a lot of
patterns.
Rapping is not in right
same
now.
BPM.
Yeah, rapping is making its comeback. You know what I'm saying? Rapping albums, but they definitely not the end sound right now. So I'm separating myself by picking a direction and a style of music that's not even popular right now. I'm gonna separate myself by doing that too. So I'm gonna talk different. I'm gonna come with a style and sound that nobody's doing, that not too many is doing right now. That's not popular, and that's why I named it separation. It's multifaceted. It got a couple definitions because it's just different from a lot of the stuff that's going on. It's different from the climate of what we hear every day, what we listen to, even what I listen to.
So
I was just gonna say, so you said it's different from even what you listen to, because
I'm a fan of all the same stuff that's on the radio too. You know what I'm saying? Just because I made separation don't mean I don't want to hear. No, I ain't. I like all the same stuff. I like the misleading music myself. I'm guilty. You know what I'm saying? Guilty pleasure.
So like, how you put yourself in that recording sense to make that type of album?
Because it's just who I am at heart, bro. That's just me. I'm a rapper first. You know what I'm saying? On the same tape that basically is on,
Hard to be humble.
Classic. You know, Vent is also on there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I've always had that duality. You know what I'm saying? I've always had ignorant flex, and I got something to say flex. You know, and this I just tapped into the one that I should be doing on this one. That's all.
So now that we speaking on Hard to Be Humble, so from Hard to Be Humble flex
to now to
separation flex. Like
crazy.
what do you feel like as an artist? Like what's the craziest thing that you look back like as self-reflection? Like damn, like what's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself from that point until now?
Well, Hard to Be Humble was just like, all right, I'm new to this. Let's give it a try. Let's try to all right, let's go ahead and try to make a project real quick. It was just me going in the booth. It was me sitting down writing songs, just simply just trying to lead this little creative session with a good song. I was just simply trying to rap well and make good music for people. You know what I'm saying? Really just taking a stab in the dark, not knowing who I fully am as an artist yet. I'm just rapping. I know how to rap. Mm-hmm. You feel me? I'm finna try to do it to the best of my ability and see if I could put something together that people will feel. That was me just trying to do well. Separation Flex know that he's the hardest rapper in the city now. You feel me? I'm him. Now that I know I can do this, now I know my own ability, I know my own, I know what I am. I know what time it is with me, so I ain't taking I ain't just trying to make good music no more. I'm gonna make good music.
Making great music. Let
me narrow my focus.
So, okay, my question now is, like, at what point did you feel like you hit that switch? You know what I'm saying? Like, when, like, what project was it, or what reaction was, and like, what happened that made you really want to be like, all right, let me just go try something completely different and be as transparent as you was? Because I think personally, like, other than Vent, I feel like Separation, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gave us so much transparency on Separation, and I think, like, that's why I got the reaction that it did, because it was so relatable. That's something that everybody could relate to, whether you want to be high and mighty and a big dog, or whether you just a normal motherfucker that can relate. Like, that was something that everybody could relate to. So at what point did you feel like, I just need to turn that on?
Like, at what point did I decide to embrace it? Like, that's what
embrace
I'm on.
it, yeah.
You ever heard something you ever got like some confirmation? You ever got like a feeling from God ever spoke to you without words before? You can't audibly hear God, unless you can, but you can. The Spirit can speak to you. But I had one of those. I just had a moment. Like, I don't know, man. I don't want to make it seem like I just woke up one day new, but I became renewed and a different type of artist when I had a feeling in my spirit, fam, that just told me, that let me know that it's just time to make the switch. And then it got confirmed with a phone call. I got a phone call from one of my homies, and we were just talking, and at the end of I can't say what was said, but at the end of the call, when I got off that phone, I knew that it was time to just change my direction a little bit.
Everything happened for a reason too. So
yeah, it was a feeling. It was just a feeling. I can't tell you the day, but I remember the time period though, and it was a conscious decision. It was a moment that came in my life where I was like, yeah, it's time to flip the script.
I know a song on there I heard when you had mentioned about you getting a call about one of your cousins being shot.
Fear God.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So was that like was this album also therapeutic for you too?
For sure. Everything happened for a reason too. Not to say my little. I'm glad my cousin got shot while I'm working on this album, so I can talk about it. Obviously not, but he got shot right in the middle of me making the album, and that was the timing was just intriguing to me. That was interesting. That the very stuff that I'm making the project about right now, it just affected my real life right now today. So I was able to go in just go in the booth and just speak on that and just get it, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like that therapy. It is therapeutic. Like going and you ain't got to pick up the phone and call nobody. You ain't got to write it down or nothing. If you can, if I could get it out in a song and make it a moment and then share it, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing really beat that. So
I think you articulated that well.
That was fresh. That was like fresh and raw emotion for sure.
Yes. Do you ever find it hard to just really be transparent on the track and really give us an emotion like that?
No.
You came off like it was easy.
Like I felt that.
Me too.
This is me all the time, man. Like, this is me. Y'all, I sound like I'm rapping right now, you feel me?
You talk like you do rap.
I talk and rap exactly the same. When I'm in the booth, I just be really talking.
I don't even respond to a sneak diss.
I really need to pick my delivery up a little bit. I be kind of sounding a little dry sometimes.
He be having a whole conversation with us. That's why I be felt, because the conversation, you be like, what?
It sound like a monologue.
Yeah, like you be answering back, like, for real, Flex.
It don't be tough at all. I just come out, man.
Yeah, because I heard Fear of God, I think when you actually we had like a little sneak peek of the album, and
yes, sir.
And
I gave it to y'all early.
I got it. I don't know about y'all, but I showed it.
I gave it to one of y'all and told y'all to give it to. I think
and you gave it a pretty wide.
And I was like, okay, y'all can't look. We not
exactly.
supposed to have it.
Yeah, you see, we got you covered.
We not supposed to have it.
I already knew that.
I know when I heard Fear of God, I'm like, yo. I felt
that song made
on the back
kind of like made
stand
my eyes water a little bit. It was like, damn, that's Flex.
Yeah.
All right,
that's raw. That's on these albums, man. When people, I heard Nipsey say like he put it. I always knew this, but he put it into words for me. He was like, when people listen to you, when you got fans out there, when people go to your music, they listening to you because they like your, obviously they like your perspective on things. They listening to you for the way that you think. Not to say everything that you say is correct or law or nothing, but if you turn on that Jay-Z album because you like how he speak on certain things, you know what I'm saying, and you want to hear what he got to say about life. You like other people's views on stuff, and that was. Yeah, what we talking about? Fear of God, right?
Yep.
Yeah, on Fear of God, I was, I just want to get my like raw and regular, just get my perspective on that, and it was, I see why, it came out the way it did for sure.
Yeah, the whole album. Now, I was watching some of your interview with Lexi D. Shout out to the homie Lexi D.
Oh, you was in there?
Yeah,
I couldn't get it live, so I had to go back and watch it while it was still up.
She uploaded them, thankfully, yeah.
And so I was
shout out Lexi D, that's my homie.
I was listening, and she asked you, what song is most, I guess the most in-depth song, and you spoke on Valuable. And I want to know what's valuable to you because, hold on, first and foremost, we're Chicago's most valuable online station. That word holds weight. Mm-hmm. So what does valuable mean to you and what's valuable to you?
Man, valuable. I'm glad that joint is on there because that's the word. I also use that word in Fear of God, the song we were just talking about. Don't see no value in this stuff. Yep. That's why you down to kill. Yep. If I die and shit, I die. That's how niggas feel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's just the word I wanted to stick in there for sure because I don't know, just to kind of remind people of their greatness. You might not know. You might feel worthless about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You might not. These shorties don't. A lot of people have no idea that they is valuable. They don't view their life as too much or nothing. So I want to just use that word and just I'm glad it stuck. You feel me? The fact that you're asking me about it right now let me know that we executed on that. And I chose that word just to kind of put people in remembrance, you know what I'm saying? Or let them know for the first time, like bro, like, you know what I'm saying? You can do something. You feel me? You are whatever you would like to be. So you don't have to stoop down to this, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do things that's beneath you, bro. Just understand that stuff that you may be into is beneath you and you more valuable than that. I just wanted to use that word to kind of, just put that out there and just let that be known for those who don't know it.
Now, you speak on the shorties. You got a lot of shorties that look up to you. What is something you feel that you would like for them to work on to better themselves? You know how we was talking about glorify earlier and things of that nature. What's something you want the shorties to work on so that it can be glorified and where they don't have to, do certain things? What's something you feel like shorties could look up to and just better themselves?
Man, we need to point out. I'm perpetuating the problem when I get on my songs and I say this foolishness. We need to point out, first of all, they might not know these things is wrong because it's all that they hear about. Let's point out, let's make it clear and let's be direct. Popping pills, riding around with guns and shit, you feel me? Pointing your gun all in the camera. That's all I see on my Snapchat. I see it so often. It made me think one day, like, they just want to be accepted. They just trying to appeal. Like that's what they view as cool, so they doing it. let's call dumb shit. First of all, you know what I'm saying? I want them to look at shit and be like, man, I'm doing that because this is what I need to do. I need this strap to get home. God damn it, I need. You feel me? It's shit going on outside. I got some problems. I actually need this. I want if anybody toting a gun or something, I want it to be at least a sensible reason behind it. I want them to know. I want them to be able to look at shit and be like, no, that's goofy. I probably should. You know what I'm saying? Look at a pill as understand that you tweaking when you're doing that. Just be I want shorties to be conscious about the decisions that they make. That's all. Because these kids sleepwalking. They tripping.
Yeah. And because this is not your first time, you know, speaking up for the youth. On a lot of your songs, you speak about your little homies and what you tell them and how you give them game. Like, as coming up, what was something that you saw that made you look at things different?
What you mean? I don't know. Nothing come to mind when I hear that question.
Like for you to be really in tune with the shorties. Like, what was something you saw when you was a shorty that you was like, it got to be a change?
No, it wasn't my upbringing. It's more so me being a young adult now, looking at the youth.
Okay,
that's what. It wasn't nothing about my youth. You feel me? It's
now, I know. I just know people. Some people from that lifestyle look around and be like, "Damn, this shit. We don't supposed to be doing this shit. Let's fix this shit up."
No, it's me looking just around me. You know what I'm saying? I stay in my neighborhood. It's just, you know, I got a little brother. He 4 years younger than me.
Oh, so you really be seeing?
So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? They be around me for real. So I see it firsthand. I ain't looking from a distance. I just see what this type of time the shorties be on. I just be like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just observe it and I just want to put you know what I'm saying? I just want to put this out there into the world so that they got something else to look at and be like, all right.
You a big bro steady being one of the like homies, like you big bro, like
I'm not. You can ask any of my shorties. I don't condone none of that. No, I don't condone none of half of these decisions that they be making. You feel me? I don't be trying to lecture them to death and all that. I let them rock out because I know they just kids, but you know I'm gonna lead by example though for sure. Mm-hmm. Definitely lead by example and call what's right and what's wrong.
That's what's up, man. I think they need more. We need more. We need more like that though.
That's why that's why I brought it up because at the end of the day, like you said, music reach people. Yep. And this new album you drop is reaching in a different way, in a wave that most people probably have not seen you in this light before.
And it's impactful.
Very impactful.
It's working, man. We hitting hearts for sure. It's working. It's working. I know firsthand that it's working.
Now, once this outbreak is done, I ain't gonna say done with, but once our lives is getting back to where we can go outside and go to where we want to go, what's some of the goals you like to achieve?
Man, I just want to. I'm finna continue to apply this pressure, man. I already got my neck. You know, I used to. Y'all know me from the old me, man. So I got this. I used to have this problem where I just go missing. I'll drop Hard to Be Humble or Sinatra Series 1 or 2, and then you won't hear from me for like 4 months. Mm-hmm. Constant pressure is what that's the type of time I'm on, man.
What's pressure to you?
Pressure is presence. You know what I'm saying? Not just presence, but effectiveness. You know what I'm saying? You can drop 6 albums, in a year, but what's to them?
Right.
You gonna make people feel your energy,
constant quality. Am again, more. He snapping again. He twigging. He tripping. This man going cool. That's type of time I'm on. It's finna be y'all finna. I'm gonna hit y'all upside the head. One more, right. I'm gonna have that next move ready. As soon as separation get a little bit old, we right back.
Smart man.
That's all. That's all, man. Just stay on their neck. That's what it take to make it, man. You can't. You gotta just stay in their face.
Well, so separation is out now.
Yeah, go grab that. If you're watching this and don't got that, you gotta go grab it. Definitely trip.
Let them know where to go grab it at. I know you got some merch too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, man, we finna drop off some the first batch. We finna get a couple of the supporters. We finna do some supporter appreciation tomorrow. I'll go pull up on the 15 winners of the contest. I just did a little giveaway, and then the actual. I don't know when this gonna be out, but by the time this out, we should have the line out. The online stuff should be up. So, yeah, we got the separation merch coming right behind. Yeah, coming pretty soon. It should be out when this is out, whenever this come out.
Okay. Well, I'll be honest with you. This drop ASAP.
Right, ASAP.
Okay, for sure.
Well,
but it's perfect because it'll help promote, the link when it's out there. We gonna promote behind you.
I'm already knowing, man.
Well, we're huge fans of your music, supporters of your music. You've been on the music scene for quite some time and doing things in the right way.
Season 7, man. This season says year 7 right here. I've invented that too. When you hear niggas start referring to they rap year as a season, they gonna be that's me.
I'm gonna start using it. I'm gonna just let you know that right now.
Yeah, I definitely invented that, man. Niggas gonna be biting that eventually.
Yeah, cool, I'm one of them. I'm gonna shout you out though when I use it.
It's cool. Y'all can use you feel. We on camera, so it's cool. They know how it was birthed.
At least we got approval.
This season 7 for me. Season 10, season 11.
Yeah, 2013 though. I've been repping 2013.
Oh,
man.
shit.
Long time.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey,
that was a whole different time.
But the thing is, like we said earlier, you see the maturity.
Yeah.
You see it, man. You see it.
The 2020 flex is better than the 2013 flex. You know, that's all. As long as that's the direction.
I don't think they're better. I think they just matured. Because you was great.
Yeah.
Each time.
Yeah, thank you.
You know what I mean? Because this is just like, man, it's just
it was raw talent at first. Now
it's polishing. You polishing
it, yeah. And I think you like
you still polishing. You gonna say the next time when you come back?
No, I ain't peaked. Period. I'm still climbing for sure.
Yes, sir.
I think one thing that's cool about you too is like I think with each project you get better. Even with like each single, like you get better. Like
man.
it's not never like you ain't never missed. And I'm not saying that because I know you and we cool, but like as a fan, like. This nigga don't never miss. Like, don't be a miss.
And I'm not going to. I'm on y'all ass.
So
we mess it up.
We got Fear of God in queue, but before we get into Fear of God, of course, let people know where they can find you and get in contact with you. Things of that nature.
You can find me on Instagram 100flex _ it's the same on Twitter, just without the underscore. So 100flex. That's my Twitter and Instagram. I don't get on nothing else, and that's about it, man.
How can people find you like on iTunes? Like what name do they type in on iTunes?
Because you got to kind of type in my name like
in
with
the
you got to know what you're looking for because there's a lot of flexes.
Yeah, that's why I asked. Cause I be having that problem.
I know, man. I hate it, bro. I wish I need to.
Flex 100.
Yeah, man.
Change
people be saying put 100, but I don't like that though. I be mad when people be like, "We got 100 flex coming on the show tomorrow." Like people be
Well, they don't have to say it. They don't have to say it on introduce you as it. But if you put it in as iTunes,
as the iTunes. But the thing, I understand where he going.
They gonna really be calling me that if it said on the music, man. I do need to do. I don't want to change my name.
I don't think you should.
Don't because over time,
I feel like you gonna keep moving up.
Name and then make everybody change.
I'm gonna be the first flex when I get over the hump. You feel me? When you type in flex, at some point it'll pop straight up. So, but for this project, just type in flex separation on whatever you listen to music on literally whatever you listen to music on. Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, YouTube, all that. Flex separation, album of the year. Show.